Hello students, welcome to my channel and please take a moment to subscribe to my channel if you want to gain full concept of any topic you want. So hello students, welcome to the biology class, and in this class we learn about the topic the excretory system, and we also learn about the structure and the function of the kidney. Excretory system. The excretory system consists of four major organs that are kidney, ureter, urinary bladder and the urethra. First of all, we learn a small things about them so that you can know what are these parts and what they function in it, so that you can understand clearly after it when we learn them in the details. So first part is kidney. Kidney is the major organ which is used to make the urine. When the blood passes through the kidney filters or extract all the waste material from the blood so that the blood become clean, and the waste material that is extracted or taken from the blood is converted into urine. So urine is a waste material that is taken from the blood, and the kidney is used to clean our blood by taking all the waste material, and those waste material are converted into urine. So major part of the urine formation occur in the kidney. The second is ureter. Ureter is a main passageway, and it is a thin and long tube which is used to take the urine that is formed in the kidney to the urinary bladder. So the ureter is the main passageway that carries the urine that is formed in the kidney to the urinary bladder. So it is present between the kidney and the urinary bladder. The third is the urinary bladder. Urinary bladder is a packet-like structure, or is a whole structure which is hollow from inside, or it is a cavity inside the urinary bladder, and it is used to store the urine for a long time until we can resist it. So the urinary bladder is used to store the urine that is formed in the kidney and that is transferred to the urinary bladder. So urinary bladder is used to store the urine. Urethra. Urethra is a small tube that is connected to the urinary bladder, and the urine that is stored in the urinary bladder passes through urethra and goes outside of the body. So these are the major organs that are the part of the excretory system. Now we learn about the location of the kidney. The kidney lies on the either side of the vertebral column. The vertebral column is the backbone of our body, as you can see in the picture. So this is the picture of the vertebral column, which is also known as the backbone. So as you can see in the picture, the vertebral column or the backbone has many parts. Now we learn where the kidney is present, or what is the location of the kidney. So as you can see in the picture, there are 12 thoracic vertebrae and 5 lumbar vertebrae. So the kidney is present at the 12th thoracic vertebrae and the first lumbar vertebrae. So it is the location of the kidney. As you can see that T12 which represent that it is the 12th thoracic vertebrae, and as you can see in the picture that below T12 there is L1 which is the first lumbar vertebrae. So it is the location of the kidney. So the kidney is present between the 12th thoracic vertebrae and the first lumbar vertebrae. Ureter. So first of all we learned about ureter, then urinary bladder, and then urethra. We are not discussing kidney at this point because we will learn it after this in full detail. So first of all we learn about ureter. Each ureter is a tubular organ, mean that the ureter has a tube-like structure, so it is a tubular organ. As you can see that in the picture there are two ureter. So each of the ureter mean that each one of the two of the ureter both have the tube-like structure, so they are tubular organ, and this tube is about 25 cm long. It extends downward parallel to the cerebral column, not vertebral column. Sorry for the mistake, it is vertebral column. So it extends downward, mean that it moves and stretches to downward direction. So it moves downward parallel to the vertebral column. parallel mean that they're moving in the same direction. The ureter is moving in the same direction as that of the vertebral column. So it is moving downward parallel to the vertebral column to join the urinary bladder. So ureter next will join the organ that is the urinary bladder, and the ureter functions to carry the urine that is formed in the kidney and take it to the urinary bladder. So it transports the urine from kidney to the urinary bladder. The urinary bladder. The urinary bladder is the next organ to the ureter. The urinary bladder is a hollow and distensible muscular organ. Hollow means that there is a space inside the bladder, and distensible muscular organ means that the urinary bladder has the ability to be stretched. Means that if the bladder is full of urine and we are not excreting the urine, so if the more urine is made, the bladder will not explode out or not destroy, but it will stretch if the bladder is becoming more and more filled with urine. So it will stretch and become big, but it will not break down or will not destroy or will not explode. So it is distensible muscular organ mean that it is stretchable organ, and it is made up of muscle because it is muscular organ. It is located between the pelvic cavity. Pelvic cavity is the cavity which is present at a place where the vertebral column will end. So the pelvic cavity is present below the abdominal cavity also and at the end of the vertebral column. It serves as a urine reservoir. So the main function of the urinary bladder is to store the urine until we excrete it. So the next part is the urethra. Urethra is a tube that carries the urine from the urinary bladder to the outside of the body. So as the main function of the urinary bladder is to store the urine, so the urethra, which is next to the urinary bladder, is used to carry the urine from the bladder to the outside of the body where it is excreted from the body. So students, now we learn about the structure and the function of the kidney. The study concerned with the structure, function and the diseases of kidney is called nephrology. So the studies that are related to structure, function and the diseases that are about the kidney, so the whole study of the kidney is called nephrology, and the person who do study about the kidney is called nephrologist. Kidney is a reddish brown bean shaped organ with a small surface. This is the whole structure of the kidney in a short form. That kidney is the reddish brown color. That kidney has a reddish brown color. It has bean shape. As you have seen that the beans have a shape in which the inner side is concave and the outer side is convex. So it also have a bean shape with a small surface, mean that the inner surface of the kidney is small, or the area of the kidney is small. A fibrous connective tissue layer called fibrous capsule covers each kidney. As you know that there are two kidneys in every body, so each of the two kidney is covered with a layer of the fibrous connective tissue, and one of the quality of the fibrous connective tissue is that it can be stretchable. So the kidney can be stretched if it is filled with the urine that is formed inside it. Lateral surface of each kidney is convex while the medial side of the kidney is concave. The lateral side of the kidney mean that the outer surface of the kidney, and the medial side of the kidney mean that the innermost side and the middle part of it. So it is the medial side or the medial surface of the kidney. The convex and the concave mean that, as you have seen the spoon, there are two surfaces of the spoon, the outer surface and the inner surface. The outer surface has a convex shape, so the outer surface of spoon has convex shape. So you can get the idea what is the lateral surface of the kidney that has convex shape, mean that as like of the spoon it does also have convex shape. So the lateral side or the outer surface of kidney has convex shape, and as you have seen in the spoon, the inside surface surface has a depression, so that depression shape is known as concave shape. So that's why the medial side or the middle part of the kidney has a depression or has deep shape, so it is concave. Concave means that there is a depression in the shape of anything. So the resulting medial depression led into the hollow chamber called renal sinus. So as we have learned that there is a depression on the medial side, so this medial side depression has a cavity inside it, and that cavity is called the renal sinus. The entrance to the sinus is called hilum. As we have learned that sinus is a hollow chamber, means that there is a cavity or the space in the sinus where the hilum enter. Hilum enter means that the hilum is a tube that enter into that chamber or that cavity or the space which is known as the sinus, where the renal arteries and the nerves enter. The renal artery enter into the kidney because it take blood into the kidney for the cleaning of blood that occur in the kidney. So it take the blood into the kidney, so it move or enter into the kidney, while the renal vein and ureter exit the kidney. The renal vein exit the kidney because it take the clean blood that is made or clean inside the kidney during the whole process of urine formation. So the whole waste material is taken out of the blood, and the clean blood then move from the renal vein or exit through the renal vein, while the ureter also exit the kidney. As we have learned that the ureter is an organ that exit from the kidney and take the urine from it and move towards the urinary bladder. So ureter is a tube that exit from the kidney and join the urinary bladder. So students, now we basically learn about the structure of the kidney. The kidney is divided into the outer renal cortex and the inner renal medulla. As we have learned that before, that there is a layer of connective tissue that cover whole of the kidney. So that layer of connective tissue that covers the kidney is called the renal capsule. As you can see in the picture, there is a yellowish color layer that covers the whole kidney, and it is mentioned that it is renal capsule. So renal capsule is the outermost layer of the kidney that covers the kidney, and behind the renal capsule there is also another layer which is called the renal cortex, and behind the renal cortex there is a structure called renal medulla, which is the innermost layer of the kidney. The renal cortex and the renal medulla surrounds the renal sinus. So as in this picture, the renal sinus is not mentioned, but to the left of the pelvis, as you can see in the picture, there is written pelvis. So to the left of the pelvis, there is a hole-like structure. It is called the sinus. So this hole-like structure, which is called renal sinus, is surrounded or covered by the renal cortex and the renal medulla. The renal medulla have many cone-shaped structure called renal pyramids. So as we have learned that the renal medulla is the innermost layer of the kidney. So this innermost layer of the kidney, which is called the renal medulla, has many cone-shaped structures. As you can see in the structure, there are many cone-shaped structure, and it is present in the medulla, which is called the renal pyramid. Now we learn about these structures which is known as cone-shaped structures or renal pyramid. So the base of each pyramid is located at the boundary between the renal cortex and the renal medulla. So as we know that every cone has a two structures, a base and a tip. So base is known as the large area of the cone and the tip is known as the smallest area of the cone. So the base of the pyramid or the base of the cones that are present in the medulla is present between the boundary of the renal cortex and the renal medulla, while the tip of the pyramid is called the renal papillae. So the tip of the pyramids that are located in the medulla is called the renal papillae. So the renal papillae is the tip of the pyramids or the tip of the cones, which are pointed towards the center of the kidney. So the base of the pyramid is located at the boundary between the renal cortex and the renal medulla, while the tip is located towards the center of the kidney. The urine is collected in the renal pelvis and exits the kidney through the ureter. You can see in the picture that there is pelvis. So the whole urine that the kidney made is collected into the pelvis until it passes through the ureter. So the main collector of the urine in the kidney is the pelvis, and the ureter is an area or a passageway through which the urine that is collected into the pelvis or the kidney made the urine passes through the ureter and exit the kidney. So the main exit point of the urine from the kidney is the ureter.